Whenever I get back from a long trip, a fun trip, and I'm back at home just doing nothing, I tend to really get in my own head. Sometimes that can be good, sometimes that can be bad. Today's thoughts: why is folding so hard? I mean, the hand's not good. I'm in bad position. What's taking me so long to click that button? It's supposed to be so simple, but it just feels so difficult. Thoughts like this, it put me in a position where I gotta challenge myself. So here's another thought. There's 3 major casinos in Sacramento. What if I mix my 2 favorite movies together? Rounders and Warriors. Is it possible for me to buy my way all the way back home? From Thunder Valley to Stones, Capital Casino, and not get felted? Am I good enough? Maybe I am. Thunder Valley, you're up first. All right. Let's get to some poker. We are in this 1-3 game for $300. First hand of note, we wake up with pocket jacks, the jiggities on the button. There is a limp. We bump it up to $20 and get called by the big blind. The flop is a beautiful one. It's Jack 9-4. Love to see a jack there with pocket jacks. Pocket jacks can be very difficult to play post flop. On this particular board, very dry, nothing really going on, so we decided to check it back, really at the top of our range, so it's totally fine to have some type of checks here to be able to protect our checking range when in position. Ace on the turn is actually a great card for us, hoping that he called with some type of ace, ace 3, ace 10, ace 7, ace 8 suited, anything like that. Just praying this guy has ace so we can put some money in here, and he does decide to call. River is a queen of diamonds. Again, really just hoping he has an ace here, so we are looking to target an ace with our sizing. So just thinking about what we want to do here. Decide to go with a sizing of $50, and maybe that was too much as he quickly lets it go. All right, next hand to note here, there is a raise from under the gun to $7. We wake up with ace queen off in the hijack and decide to bump it up to $21. We get called by the small blind and the original raiser. Flop, not so great. Jack 6-10, 2 diamonds, multi-way here. Not really looking to build a pot, really looking to pot control in this particular position, so we decided to go ahead and check it back. 4 spades on the turn, small blind checks. The original player that we 3-bet, he goes out and leads for $40 here. Pretty big bet. And we just don't have much going on. 2 over is a gut shot. I mean, we don't have a spade, a diamond. Even if we hit a king, are we really loving it? Probably not. So we decided to go ahead and let this one go. All right, now this is where the session starts to get a little bit off the rails. We look down at ace king off in the small blind. There were a couple limps, or excuse me, 1 limp from under the gun. We decided to go ahead and bump it up to $21 and get called by the big blind as well as the original limper. Flop is a good one. It's ace 7-4. We decided to go ahead and check this out of position, hoping someone takes a stab at it. We've been checking our pretty much a lot of our hands in this particular session, so we want to continue that image, hoping someone takes a stab, and the under the gun player does oblige. He goes ahead and he bets $44. He doesn't have much behind. I believe he had about maybe 70, 80 bucks behind this $44 bet, and we still have another player next to us, so really just looking to go ahead and get this heads up here as we go ahead and put it all in. The rest of our money here, about 196 bucks. And maybe we get a call from this big blind player. Highly doubt it though. I'm really just targeting the under the gun player. Again, just looking to get this heads up with our 1 pair. When I put the money in this particular position, I was 100% sure that I was good against this particular player. Run out is clean. We even pick up 2 pair on the river for a good measure. He does not show. He mucks, and our 2 pair is good. I also want to note that when you're playing against recreational players, 90% of the time they're putting you on ace king when you raise. So the fact that we're raising with ace king, getting there and getting paid should let you know how this session is going to go. Next hand to note, we wake up under the gun with ace 10 off. We bet $12 and we get called in a couple of different spots here. So we're going multi-way with the middle position, hijack, and the button as well. So we are out of position in this particular hand. Flop is decent. It's ace 6-3 monotone, all hearts. We do have the 10 of hearts. We decided to go ahead and take a stab at this one. We bet $15, betting small. Really just to kind of see where we're at, charge any draws, and honestly hoping that we could just take this down, but that's not the case. We actually get raised by the button, so it kind of puts us in a really weird spot where we do have top pair. However, this is again a multi-way pot, so I do tend to play these a bit cautiously. Raising here or facing a raise out of position, I mean, what are we really looking to continue with? What do we want to see on a turn? Are there any turns that are really in our favor? If a heart comes, do we like that? Really the only other card that could come here that we would enjoy would be an ace, and if we face a big bet, we still only have trips on a flush board, so we decided to go ahead and let this one go. All right, next hand of note here. There are a couple limps to us under the gun 2, as well as middle position. They limp over to us, and we look down at ace king of diamonds, decide to bump it up to $35, trying to thin out the field, and that is absolutely not what happens. They all decide to call. Love to see it, especially in position, and especially with this flop. It's ace jack 3 monotone again, all hearts, but this time it's a little bit different. This time we're in position, so we decide to go with a sizing of $60, really trying to charge any draws, king of hearts, queen of hearts, anything in that range. If they're gonna get there, they're gonna pay for it, and they all decide to let it go, which really shows how important playing in position is. This session really feels like deja vu as we look down at ace 10 off again. This time under the gun, we decided to open up for $12. and we get called in multiple spots again. So you all can see why I'm not playing many hands, and I'm actually playing pretty tight, because this is a really action table, and really all we have to do is try to hit our hand, as we do in this particular case. It's 10-7 deuce. Decide to check our range out of position. 6 of diamonds on the turn, and the big blind immediately leads out for $65. Really weird thing to do in this particular spot. Did he turn a set of 6s? Highly doubt it. But we want to try to get some protection for our top pair, top kicker. So we go ahead and raise his $65 to $165. Someone wants to come along, they can. If they want to chase the flush along with him, they can. They're just gonna have to pay for it. And here's also the other interesting thing too. Facing the sizing, you get a lot of tanking from other players, and I'm really just curious what they have or what they would be tanking with in that position, or are they just trying to save face? But who knows, because they all decide to fold. River's a deuce, and he shows king 6 off, and our ace 10 is good. All right, keeping things rolling as we're in the small blind again, and we look down at, yes, I know, I can't believe it. I'm watching this back and I can't believe it. I got ace king of diamonds again. Let me catch you up on the action. The low jack raises 17, the hijack calls. We are out of position with ace king of diamonds, so we're gonna bump it up to 85. We like to go with a larger sizing when out of position, but it doesn't matter. They all decide to call anyway. So really hoping that we can hit this flop, which we do, as it comes ace 5-3 with 2 diamonds. Now this is where things get interesting, and I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I made a huge mistake in this particular spot with my sizing. In the moment, I wanted to make it look like a bluff, so I ended up jamming all in. I 100% advise against this. Not in hindsight, it just was wrong. This is the wrong play here. Do I still get called by the low jack, just because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, these players, I don't know what they were doing. This was a really crazy session. If you notice, I'm really only playing premium hands. I'm betting them strong, and I'm still getting called. It was insane. So we got called, turns the 7 of diamonds, pretty much locks this pot up for us. And river 6 of club, bringing no help if he had a set or anything like that, which I honestly, I don't think he had. I don't think he had anything. Maybe he had a smaller flush draw or a weaker ace. I think I had that guy the whole way, and he still snap called. But again, just going back to that sizing there on the flop, I really should have checked or bet small. Highly recommend doing that if you ever have a situation like this where you're multi-way out of position and you just absolutely smash the flop. Definitely think a small bet should be in order. That should be the route to go. Had I have done that, maybe the low jack jams anyway, or he calls in the hijack, then feels inclined to raise. I mean, these guys were playing crazy, and I really got upset about it in this session, because really shortly after this, the hijack who folded in this particular hand, he ends up getting stacked. So the two people that I really wanted to play end up getting up off the table. So it was time for me to get up as well, and I'll take it. I mean, it was a nice win for the day. Really action game. I don't understand what was going on half of the time, but I was just glad to be able to pick up some premium hands and win some pots in the process on this first leg of this Rounders tour. So part 1 is in the books. We were victorious, and it's time to keep playing. We're not packing it up just yet. We're gonna head to our next destination shortly after this, and hopefully we can keep the good things rolling. Thanks for watching.